thanks for tuning in. It's Mark Lindsay, and you are watching Thriftin Vinyl with Mark. I had mentioned on my last video where I went over some of the flea market finds that I had over the last couple months. And to say that the pickings were slim at the Goodwill and thrift stores would be an understatement. But I feel I have some good stuff worth sharing with you that I got all for as low as 50 cents and as high as I think $2.49 was the most I paid. So there are still some good stuff out there at the Goodwill and thrift stores. Unfortunately, because I go on such a regular basis, my wife and I, we have like a routine that we do where we kind of just separate each town or section, you know, Southern Jersey, Philadelphia, the suburbs of Philadelphia. And when you keep going to the same ones over and over again, you're going to run into the same stuff. And I was fortunate on this haul over the last month. Again, the last video we did where we really hit the thrift stores was back on Memorial Day. So this is over the last month and a half, maybe 2 months. So keep that in mind. There's not a lot here, but there's some great stuff. We're going to dive right in with Romeo Void and Never Say Never. This is the 12-inch single of the album. I'm sorry, my light's kind of glaring there. Most people would know this as the I Might Like You Better If We Slept Together song, but it's called Never Say Never. It's the song that kind of turned me on to Romeo Void, and they have had many hits in the 80s, but that was the one that really set them on fire, and that's probably the song that they're most known for. That was $1.99. This was the steal. Okay, as far as value goes, this is probably the best value of my haul here. Now, I had mentioned in an earlier video that I had gone to a Goodwill store where they had the bins. And again, if you've ever had that pleasure of doing that, it's nasty. It's disgusting. You're down and dirty. You're digging through literal trash and finding things. And I found a Lionel Richie album, his self-debut album, for 25 cents. Well, I found this for 50 cents. And this was at a thrift store. And it's Lionel Richie, Can't Slow Down. Now listen to the hits on this album. You have All Night Long, Penny Lover, Stuck on You, Running with the Night, which is my favorite song from the album, and Hello, you know, Is It Me You're Looking For? Just a great, awesome album. 50 cents at a thrift store. Liberty Thrift Stores, which I'm going to tackle a little bit later here in the video with my last reveal. But 50 cents for Lionel Richie, what an amazing find that was. I had some good luck at the Goodwill store. See right there, if you can see, $1.99 for Steve Winwood's Roll With It. Now, this is getting to be my kind of jam right here because I'm a child of the 80s, man. I'm 45 years old. This came out in 88, which was right at the, right in the middle of me appreciating music. I've said it before. Of course, I had music on in the background when I was a kid. But I didn't really start paying attention to music until probably Michael Jackson's Thriller in 82, 83. It came out in 82, but I don't think I really started paying attention until like 84. So 84, 85 is when I really started paying attention to music. And of course, by the time 87, 88 rolled around, I was in it, you know. And Steve Winwood's Roll With It, what an amazing album. Many hits. And again, I mentioned it earlier, that Steve Winwood had a greatest hits album and then came out with this. And I mean, talk about Roll With It, Holding On, and Don't You Know What the Night Can Do, which is probably one of my favorite mood songs of all time. You just put that on, man. You grab a beer, you sit back, you kick your feet up, you smoke them if you got them, and it is amazing. So this was $1.99 at the Goodwill store. We hit another Goodwill store. I got a 12-inch single of Lisa Lisa Cult Jam, Let the Beat Hit 'Em. Now, this is not the original 86 or 87 version. This is a 1991 remix. And it's the same song twice. And it's two different versions. Side one is the Love RC mix, which is 8 minutes and 24 seconds. Side two is the Cold Club dub mix, which is 8 minutes and 48 seconds. Again, it's based off of their 86 song, Let the Beat Hit 'Em, but it's not the same, and it's not the same version on either song. This was $1 at the Goodwill store. Just a great pickup and a great version. And again, because it's two different songs, you can listen to this and the remixes are so different that you think it's a different version, and it really is. But $1 for that. I love the 12-inch singles. I don't know why, but I do. At that same Goodwill store, we found Marvin Gaye, Let's Get It On. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I'm the biggest Marvin Gaye fan. I know his hits, and of course one of his biggest, if not the biggest, of course, is on here, Let's Get It On. But I listened to it, and I really appreciate his music more just by listening to it how he intended it to be listened to. Great album, definitely. Another one of those that you just sit back, you kick your feet up, you just listen to it. It's an amazing album. I had mentioned this on a video of Jeff Witcher, who, if you're watching, hey, how you doing, man? Thanks for checking out my video. I highly doubt he is, but I had mentioned on one of his videos, he had gotten a soft cell single for his birthday, and I had found this at a thrift store, and that is soft cell Tainted Love, the 12-inch single, Tainted Love, Where Did Our Love Go? And the side one is the entire song. It's 8 minutes and 57 seconds long. Side 2 is the Tainted Dove, which is another version of it, more instrumental than lyrics, and Memorabilia is also on side 2. Soft Cell's a band that I didn't really know much about. I knew this song. I mean, everybody knows this song. This is an 80s dance party waiting to happen. But it turned me on to Soft Cell. Numbers is a song that I watched Jeff's video, and I did it, and I was like, wow, these guys are different. This is really cool stuff. So this is the song that most of us know Soft Cell for, but it really opened my eyes to other Soft Cell material as well, and I'm on the lookout at other stores. Donna Summer and Walk Away. This is her greatest hits from, I think, 77 to 1980. So 4 years worth of greatest hits. And trust me, they're all great. There's not a clunker on here. MacArthur Park, On the Radio, Last Dance, I Feel Love is one of my groovy songs. I love that song. And of course, Hot Stuff and Bad Girls. That was $2 at the Goodwill store. I had mentioned in an earlier video Jim Carr, and he is the lead singer for a band called Musician Impossible. If you're in the Philadelphia area, you have to Facebook, look him up, look up the group Musician Impossible. You got to check them out. Those guys are absolutely amazing. And I had commented on his most recent video because they had practiced and I guess learned Saga's hit On the Loose. Well, here's Saga. And it's the only song I know, and it's the first song on the album, On the Loose. And when I'm telling you, man, great album. I don't know any of the other songs. I couldn't point out any of the other songs. But there was nothing bad. You know, like you play it and you're like, oh, well, okay, that was kind of good. Not as catchy as On the Loose. But a fun album to listen to nonetheless. $2 at the Goodwill store. Sorry. $1.99 at the Goodwill store. $2. Where's my $2? How about this? Okay, we got 2 left. Pieces of 8. Again, $1. Oh, let's see here. $1.99 at the Goodwill store. Pieces of 8, of course. I got this album for the 2 big songs that I knew about, which was Renegade and Blue Collar Man. And I realized I knew about 2 other songs as well. I just didn't know the titles of them. So 6. Fun album. I think they're on tour. I don't know if they came to Philadelphia yet or they're on their way to Philadelphia, but they're on tour, and I'm gonna have to check them out if they haven't come yet. But a great album, especially for $1.99. And we are gonna end today's video with my favorite Goodwill and thrift store haul in the last 2 months. You can see I'm wearing a shirt. Yoda, Bob Stedford saying I'm a nerd. Well, my wife and I, on Memorial Day weekend, the Friday of Memorial Day weekend, we went to a Liberty Ministries thrift store. And there's about 6 of them in the Philadelphia suburbs. And they had a promotion for Memorial Day weekend where if you went to each of their locations and got a card stamped, you got a $50 gift card. So, okay, great. Well, I got 50. My wife got 50. We're happy, you know. Cool. Free money. Just, well, it wasn't free. Gas was kind of it is kind of expensive, but $100 that we're going to use in those line the stores that we didn't have to worry about paying for. And the first thing I bought Oh my gosh, I can't wait to share this. The Empire Strikes Back soundtrack. This is fun. Okay, this is amazing. Look at that. I mean, this has a picture book inside. Different scene descriptions. Of course, they're on Hoth there. Just cool stuff. Of course, you have Dagobah and Yoda. And of course, Luke and Vader. Their encounter. Just a great pickup. This was $12 at the Liberty thrift store. And oh, look at the back. And my favorite song, the reason I'm wearing the Yoda shirt, is because my favorite song on the soundtrack is Yoda's theme. For those of you nerds like me who love Empire Strikes Back, it's my favorite movie of all time. The scene where Luke Skywalker's trying to get his X-Wing out of the swamp, and Yoda tells him to use the Force, and Luke goes, "I'll try," and Yoda goes, "Of course, do or do not. There is no try." And then, of course, Luke fails, and Yoda succeeds at lifting the X-Wing out of the swamp, and the music by John Williams is playing when that happens. It is just awe-inspiring. So my favorite song from this is Yoda's theme on the soundtrack to Empire Strikes Back. So that's going to do it for my latest version of Thrifting Vinyl with Mark. These were the Goodwill store and thrift store finds. I am recording this on July 23rd, which is a Saturday morning. So I'm hoping to go out today and have something that's worth bringing to you next time. But thank you so much for joining or watching. And please hit that subscribe button. Let me know what album here that you liked. If you're Bob Stedford, tell me which one that you didn't like. I'm probably going to be The Empire Strikes Back. But leave a comment below. I love the interaction. And we are going to go, of course, to our friend Michael Conrad with some parting words.
Hey, let's be careful out there.
You heard the man. Be careful out there. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.